What's up guys, Product Probes Christian back at you with a neat one today from TAC Force. This is the TF-428. Got your wooden handle, your Damascus etched bolsters and blade. This thing's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, this is the first one actually we got in with the Damascus etched, and it's pretty sweet. At first, we thought it was actual Damascus, but after thinking about it, we're like, nah, that stuff's too expensive to come with these TAC 4 knives. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so right here, as you can see, you got this really nice design on the stainless steel right here. It's called Damascus. I'm not really sure. It's almost kind of like an abstract oil. The effect that oil has on top of water. It's kind of what it reminds me of. But kind of get into the details. Got your Damascus etched stainless steel right here. I like how the thumb studs are placed so far up. Really no use for them though. It looks cool, but with this knife, and you close it, you're not going to be able to open it up with that. You're not even going to be able to, with the spring assisted knife, you're not really going to be able to even use them. Got your spear point blade right here. Rather large blade too, lots of cutting over at the bottom, large belly, so that's a plus. Pretty sharp point too. So one thing I'm kind of curious about, TAC Force usually does a pretty good job with their knives being sharp right out of the box. So let's go ahead, get some paper, and see what we're dealing with. Alright, so let's go ahead, get some paper, and see what we're dealing with. I'm trying to catch at the top of the paper right here. Let's see. So, definitely not a super sharp knife. Let's try that one more time. Caught a little better about that time, but there definitely is going to be a lots of tearing and ripping. Let's go one more time with that. Yeah, so definitely not a super sharp blade right there. Kind of curious to see, being that it is a spear point, how much push there's going to be right here. Yeah, okay, the point makes up for it. Definitely a nice sharp point on there. Being that it is a spear point, that is a given and a must. But yeah, on the cut down, it really isn't a super sharp blade. There definitely is going to be lots of ripping, lots of tearing. So I guess you could say it's so-so. Alright, sharpness is so-so. As you can see, there was a little bit of ripping going on, but I'm sure if you ran it through a blade once or twice, you would have no problem whatsoever. Next thing, speaking of this trigger, it's actually really fast. With the stilettos especially, being that's such a thin blade, it's going to be super fast, which is a definite plus. Really, there's like no pressure needed to push that trigger down, so that is super nice. The liner lock on this thing is actually really nice too. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's got one of those padded liner locks, at least what I like to call them. So it's got the extra kind of a thicker piece right there for your lock. So all you got to do is push that down. Super comfortable. Like that a lot as well. Makes it for a really nice one-handed open and close. No problems whatsoever. Let's go ahead and look into some of the details on this handle. So right here, as you can see, you've got your aluminum bolsters on either side, and they are Damascus etched as well. Got your real nice dark wood handle right here. I like them compared to more of the light handles. The darker gives it a really nice look to it, which is what I like a lot. And other thing is this belt clip. It's pretty beefy. I can barely even lift that thing up with my finger. As you can see, it's got a large dip right there, so I'm not sure how it's going to pull up in the pocket with the frame in the pocket like that. I mean, it's a pretty simple knife, so yeah, let's go ahead. I'm kind of curious to see, being that the thing is super beefy, I'm kind of curious to see how this thing's going to slide in and out of the pocket, so let's go ahead and check it out. Right off the bat, I'm going to make a prediction that these thumb studs are actually going to get away of putting it in the pocket, so let's see what we're dealing with. So, not too bad right there, but on the takeout, let's see. Slides in. It's actually a little bit difficult to get in. Let's see if we can do a one-handed. You can do a one-handed, but there definitely is going to be quite a bit of tug. Let's see with that two-handed. It's going to be better two-handed, and you definitely can feel the catch on those thumb studs. Not a big deal. Let's see how it sits in there. So, the printing, show you over here, is not too bad. It is more of a slender kind of knife, so I do like that right there. And that concealability is really nice too, especially show you with that front camera. You're not going to be able to see anything. Especially wearing a long shirt, kind of t-shirt like this, not bad at all. Let's see right here. I can kind of feel it kind of fraying up against my pocket. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the big dip right there in the belt clip. And you can definitely tell I might, over time, kind of fray out that pocket, wear it out a little bit. But that's the only thing. And also, I really don't like how the belt clip, it does extend really far up on the knife itself, but it only goes up to about a certain point. You really have to push it down really hard to get it to go all the way up to the top. So I guess it's more of a, I guess say multi-position belt clip, but you're definitely going to have to push down a little bit harder to get it all the way down. But actually, that's not too bad. And just a little difficult to get out of the pocket. But other than that, it's pretty nice. Alright guys, I was catching a little bit, taking it in and out of the pocket. So like I was saying before, it's because of that super beefy belt clip. Not a problem. One thing I want to go back over though is this grip. There's not a bunch of grip on here. It's more of an everyday carry simple knife. Although it still does have a very nice feel to it, even without the thumb grooves or lots of grip on the handle. Still feels really nice. Get into your defensive, you're good right there, good to go as well. The only thing really is this the bolsters that are, I keep saying bolsters, it's on the bolsters, but these thumb studs. as you can see on the blade, not the blade, the bolsters as well, there's almost grip on the front of those thumb studs right there. So that's what I'm guessing is almost kind of like a choil from the bottom where you can choke up. It's almost you can put your thumb at the front of the knife right there, give you more control of the blade, which is a plus, I guess. I didn't really notice that until Product Pros Matt pointed that out. But that was a nice little thing right there, that's kind of a little add-on feature. When it was in the pocket, however, it was a little bit kind of heavy. You know, you can feel it was a little bulkier of a knife. I'll show you right here. As you can see, it's definitely more of a bulkier knife. You can tell with the wood's kind of hanging up there a little bit. So I'm kind of curious to see how this thing's really going to weigh out. Even though it is a super, I guess you could say, narrow knife, there definitely is some size to it. Let's go ahead and check that out. Let's go ahead and grab the weight on this thing. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, 4.44 ounces. Actually, you know, for a rather larger knife, 4.44 is actually really nice. And I'm guessing this thing's probably gonna be around 8 inches. So, kind of curious. Let's see what we're dealing with. So, I'll start out kind of closed right here. But just shy of 5 inches. Actually, yeah, just shy of 5. Fully opened. We're gonna be dealing with, yeah, 9 inches, guys. So 4.4 is not bad at all for this size of a knife. And the length of the blades, away from the actual where the blade starts right here, is going to be 3.5 inches. So for a large knife like this, 4.4 ounces is actually really good. I'm really liking this knife so far. All right, I stand corrected. This thing was actually lighter than I thought it was going to be for the size of the knife. Almost an 8.5 inch knife, and it was relatively light. So that's a definite plus right there. But other than that, that's really it for the knife. You know, I like this thing, being that's almost kind of like a simple everyday carry. That's more my style kind of knife. You know, I don't really like all the tactical with all the stuff on there. Just not necessary for my situation. So I definitely do like this knife. And the big plus on it, go ahead and show you guys, is the whole style on the thing. You know, you got your Damascus etched blade with your Damascus etched bolsters right there. Really nice dark wood handle right here. And it just pulls it together really, really nicely. And all you got really on this knife extra is this pocket clip right there. Just super simple. I like it a lot. Like I was saying, guys, this is the TF-428. Yep, 428. Go ahead and check it out. I'll leave that link down in the description below if you want to go ahead and check it out. But other than that, be sure to check out our Friday night knife giveaways. Every single Friday night, we're giving away knives just like this. Big, small, karambits, fixed blades. You name it, we got it. We're giving it away. 5, 6 o'clock is usually when we live stream. That is Central Time, just to be clarify. But I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.